Hey friends, just a heads up. In this show, we touch on mental health and some other heavier topics. Nothing too intense, but we want you to take care of yourself and those who may be listening with you. Also, all opinions are our own and not affiliated with 21 Pilots in any way. Listen with care, and thanks for being here.
Putting on a podcast.
Heyo, welcome back to Clique Bait.
I don't know why I have to make fun of me the entire time.
I don't, because I mouth your...
It's not very nice.
We do talk about heavy topics.
I know, but you need to mouth it. And
last week we talked
like
about
you're
how
being some valley girl over there.
heavy Tyler Joseph is when we hold him.
Yeah.
It's heavy.
Whatever.
Not that heavy, but he's heavy. This is Mr. Clickbait, in case you didn't know by the sound of my voice. But welcome back to the show. You know, I'm usually sick, but now I think I'm just losing my voice on top of that. So this is just going to be a Mrs. Clickbait heavy episode.
Great.
Which you know what that means? As we will get into later, what Marper calls me our button king. There's going to be a lot of buttons because I got to make up for this terrible voice and I got to be more of like a producer today.
Great.
Mr. Bialystok, if you will.
Who?
Haven't you seen the producers, Bialystok and Bloom?
Nope.
Oh, well, they're the producers in the producers.
Thank you.
And we have a thrilling deep dive of Oh Misbeliever coming up.
We do.
Later by Oh Mrs. Clickbait, my pretty pod mate. Thank you very much. I came up with that on my own. Thank you very much. Thank you.
You could have just waited.
Oh, thank you. I wanted to get it out of the way because, like I said, I'm not sure how long I'll be able to sustain this
fantastic
broadcasting magic.
All right, well, let's just
hear.
get into this then so that we can get this done.
Let's get
before
into
your
it,
voice
shall we?
is gone completely.
Oh, and I'll be sipping tea from my VIP Platinum Innings Festival Yeti cup.
Yes.
Yeah.
Which was our gift from the Platinum area.
How much did we pay for that cup?
Quite a lot. It wasn't for the cup. It was for the not having to stand at the barricade all day. And the free food.
And the cup. I like Yetis.
And I liked having
Yetis aren't cheap.
Charger with me all the time. And that was pretty cool.
Yeah. It was nice to have a locker.
I don't want to stop giving away all the secrets of the Platinum area so people don't start buying it.
Yeah, and Yetis aren't cheap.
But speaking of Platinum area, we quietly will say this. We'll be at the Shaky Knees Festival.
In the Platinum area?
In the Platinum area.
What are you doing with our money?
I'm so excited.
Oh my God.
What? You knew I was doing that.
Easy come, easy go, folks. Instead of Mr. Clickbait, just start calling me Mr. Daddy Warbucks over here, apparently.
Hey, we make sacrifices for the things that are important.
You know that emoji of the money with the wings?
Yeah.
Anytime these guys announce anything, whether it's a movie or a sweatshirt, I just see that.
Well, they're the reason that we don't eat.
That's flying money. Yeah, you're right. We're going to lose a lot of weight.
We have no food.
Thanks, boys, for the diet.
We might lose our house, but that's okay because we're going to see them in concert.
For the 100th time.
Not the 100th.
It's going to get there before you know it at this rate.
Hey, well.
Guys, if you're listening, please go on hiatus for my bank account and
I know,
retirement
where is this
sake.
break they're supposed to be taking?
Please go on hiatus.
Well, we're not going to the other one. We could easily get to Montreal, but we're not going there.
We could have easily gone to all of these if you really want to spend all the money.
I mean, not easily. I don't think we can easily do everything in Europe. We can't easily do that. So.
Well, all right.
Anyway, moving on.
Let's get right into things, shall we?
There was a really great interview online with, I don't remember what his name is anymore. I had it written down, but now I don't know. But anyway, it was done at Innings Festival. It was one of the radio stations. I think Alt 93.3 perhaps. At the Innings Festival. He did a really good interview. And I want to talk about interviews for a second because a lot of the interviews that I see people do with them is all the same questions. You know, how did you meet? And all this other like, what's next? And yeah, he did ask the what's next question, but he actually had some really good, insightful questions. And I think at one point Tyler even said, that's a really good question.
Yeah. I was, yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
No, continue.
I was just going to say my favorite part of it was I feel like most of their interviews are just kind of silly and this one wasn't. There's like a kind of a maturity from them as well with their answers and they seemed very comfortable and laid back and not like Maybe it's because there's nothing to hide anymore with the lore being done and whatever. It's just like we can be our true selves.
I don't know. I
don't know.
I got the feeling that the interviewer was a true fan.
Yes.
The questions he was asking were clear that he understood them and understood their music. And maybe that just kind of came across to them like, okay, this guy really cares about what we have to say. Whereas sometimes, like on the red carpet, for example, the questions are dumb. And you can tell that the people don't really know them very well.
Yeah, and some of these radio jock ones that
I think that's where we get the silly answers
terrible.
Is when you're clearly not in it, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But this guy was, and he had some great questions. And just a couple of the questions that I really enjoyed. The first one was, maybe it was before that one. What was the other question? I remember what was it? It was the cussing question. And then what was I wanted to talk about the drag path video. That's right.
Yeah.
So I'll do the drag path video first because I think it came first in the interview process. But Tyler just had some great things to say about the video, and it kind of went along with what we were assuming was going on. He did confirm that he saw the video 16 years ago or whatever and loved it and just remembered it and kind of had it in his back pocket for something like this. So that made me feel really good that they didn't just like look and find something that was, hey, that'll work, and like put it up there. He clearly, it really meant something to him, and he just felt so special doing it. And I liked hearing how much he worked with the artist, with Tobias, on making this exactly the way that they wanted it. He told us he used his own phone and shoes to make the sound of the magician in the beginning, which was cool. So he felt really good about being part of the movie now. So that was really neat. And then the interviewer asked the question, do they actually cuss in real life? Mm-hmm. And I thought that was interesting. And I was expecting a silly answer like we usually get from them. But I like the real world answers they were giving. And I feel like what Josh had to say kind of aligns with what we have to say about using language like that. And it just like kind of solidified the I'm the Josh thing here.
Yeah.
Because you are absolutely the Tyler.
Well,
who said that in his family, when he was growing up, using bad language was kind of a normal thing for them. So he kind of was desensitized to it, I guess, is the message that I got from him. And they do, like in their everyday life, they do it. But again, they don't want to use it in their songs because they don't want to offend anyone. They don't want to make anybody upset. They just want to get their message across. So they don't like to do it on stage or in their music or while they're performing because it's just not the type of artist that they are, which I appreciate.
Yeah.
But then Josh very insightfully kind of came in and said he feels like when you don't use it that much, when you say it's almost like a release and it has that like extra emotion behind whatever you want to say. Like use it sparingly because you should use it in a way that it obviously means something to you. It's not just like a word you're going to throw around and, just to sound cool. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I just thought that was really interesting.
And he's right. It really kind of can act as like a release of emotion and endorphins or something.
When you say something when you like stub your toe or something like it makes it feel better. Yeah. Something like that. He made a comment about it.
And listen, I want to be clear. I'm not some kind of sailor over here, but we do live in Massachusetts and people are pretty fast and loose, just like New York with the F-bombs and whatever. And, I don't think my family or Tyler's family was just saying it to say it. It just was like not used with discretion and all. Like there was no hiding it.
Yeah.
And so you just kind of get, I guess, used to it, but it's not like it's not a good thing,
Sure.
But it's hard to work in the city of Boston and not use it. I try, but there's a lot of...
I don't have a problem. I don't work in Boston, but...
there's a lot of effing reasons to use them.
Definitely thrown around where I work, so...
Yeah, and listen, Josh is good friends with Mark Hoppus, as we know, and part of Blink-182's like whole shtick is the middle finger, using the F word as much as possible. So not calling the guy a liar, but I'm sure he does say it casually in casual settings.
Oh, no, he was just saying he tries not to just throw it around.
Right.
That's all he was saying. And I believe him.
I think they all try to not use it with any meaning. If they do, it's in a casual, jokey setting. Because I think he did say as well, like you can make something funnier.
Yeah, sure.
If it's appropriately placed. And then, if you do stub your toe, it hurts. It's okay to yell out
Sure.
some obscenities, whatever makes you feel better in that
Right.
moment. But I don't think they're using it to hurt people.
Oh, no.
And they're definitely not using
never
it to
thought
convey
that.
their musical message, which I appreciate.
Yeah. No, I think that's good. All right. Moving on to the next point. I really hate doing this, but I got to call out some people this week. 2 people in particular. Although I guess one could be considered a thing and not a person exactly. But the first one is a person, I'm not going to say gentleman, named Anthony Fantano, who I had not heard of until this week. But apparently he's a music critic, and those are our favorite type of people, aren't they?
They are.
But he has some interesting things to say about drag path. So I'm just going to give you a little quote here from Mr. Fantano. He says, he calls drag path super marchy, melodramatic, kind of slow building ballad that honestly is so obnoxious, it's not even worth waiting around for the finale. Not feeling this one at all.
It's not worth waiting around for the finale
of the song, like for it to build and end.
That's weird.
So he gave it like not even 30 seconds before he started making these comments and then turned it off.
Yeah.
And it was on a post of the worst songs of the week.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
That is, that's heavy.
So he was not, what is marchy? What's a marchy song?
Like it sounds like we're marching. Like
drag path?
The radio version does sound like has a marchy kind of drum to it. I'm going to switch out my microphone thing here real quick. So keep talking.
Okay.
Because I feel like this one makes me have to project more.
All right. And to call drag path melodramatic, that is really awful. And I hate it. So for those of you that don't know what melodramatic is, back in like the 20s, there used to be this genre of performance called melodrama. And it was the ones that had like the villain that was like super slinky and like the tying the hero, the girl to the train tracks, and the hero had to save her, and just like over dramatic.
Yeah.
And it had to be that way because it was on the radio. So in order to convey your emotion, you had to be very dramatic with your words and your delivery, right? So when you call something melodramatic, it's a fake drama. It's not a true feeling. So that just like really made me mad because this song is super emotional and it's really emotional for a lot of people. So to call it melodramatic was like really insulting.
It's just another example of someone who doesn't quite get it.
Yeah. So anyway, after hearing all the comments on, because I did repost it, after hearing everyone's comments, apparently he just does not like them. And everything he says is how much he hates them. Basically, I think someone that he rated Clancy a 6 out of 10, which that's, as our son says, diabolical.
Yeah. Absurd.
Yeah, just absolutely ridiculous. So here's the second entity I'm going to call out. The reason that back up. Part of the reason why this even came to light was because Josh Dunn commented on his review and said, "You're wrong about drag path, by the way." So lots of people came like, "Oh my gosh, is this the real Josh Dunn?" They were like all excited, and of course came to the aid of 21 Pilots and said the song is amazing. I don't know what you're talking about. And a bunch of people even said, "I don't even like 21 Pilots and the song is good." So yeah. But the reason that I even saw this was because of a different podcast that posted about Mr. Fantano's ridiculous review. And they are the State of the Scene podcast.
Yes.
Which I think we've talked about before.
Yeah, we see them pop up on social media.
Every now and then. Mm-hmm. I think I follow them on Twitter. I'm pretty sure that's why I saw it.
Yeah, I follow them on Instagram. Sometimes they have good information, I guess.
Listen up, people on the State of the Scene podcast. Please proofread your posts because they very incorrectly said that John Dunn commented on this guy's review.
Yeah, I don't know who that John Dunn
I don't know who
is.
John Dunn is, but
I'd
Josh
like to meet
Dunn
him. Yeah.
is the drummer of 21 Pilots.
I'd like to meet John Dunn. Sounds like a stand-up guy.
So I just want to say here, yeah, we make mistakes, sure. But triple check your stuff, guys. Check it before you post it. little like spelling errors here and there, that's fine. It is what it is. People have fat thumbs like me. But John Dunn, come on.
Your thumbs are beautiful, by the way.
Thank you.
Just like the rest of you. But I didn't see it in the notes here. But speaking of grammar, can we get into something that I saw on a post on our beloved Facebook Clique?
Our Facebook Clique.
I just deleted the screenshots, unfortunately, because I thought they would be in here. And as a bad co-host, I did not read the notes ahead of time.
No.
Sorry, I've been under the weather and trying to figure out life. But
yeah.
Someone posted and said that when they... Wait, what was it? Oh, at the end of the movie.
21 Pilots is
Josh Tyler Joseph
and Josh.
I think it starts with Josh, actually. Is Josh Dunn and Tyler Joseph. And this person who thinks they know about grammar and, you know, Facebook's a great place to display your grammar skills, as we've seen with lots of other people over the history of Facebook.
Oh, yeah.
Decides to say that's incorrect. It should be 21 Pilots are Josh Dunn and Tyler Joseph. And the comments did not disappoint with people that actually know about grammar and explaining it. And so I have some other thoughts, but go ahead.
No. I actually was going to say, most people were very kind.
Yeah, nobody was outwardly
nobody was like super rude about
attacking them, but they were very corrective.
They were kind and explained.
Yeah, they corrected them.
Actually, is the correct form of the verb.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, I get where she was coming from, but again, before we post things, let's just look it up.
Yeah,
let's try to figure it out before we ask the question.
Well, someone in the comments says, "Well, they say." At the end of their show, we are 21 Pilots and so are you.
That's true.
How come that's correct?
It's not.
It is.
It's not, though.
No, it is. It is. Someone said why in the... It's
because we're saying we. Yes,
we as a group, a collective unit, are part of that unit.
Yes. That makes sense.
But when they say 21 Pilots it's because it's a singular
because they're using it as a collective noun. It's one
If they said are, it would be two guys. And then I saw something, I think it was...
If they said Josh Dunn and Tyler Joseph, they would say Josh Dunn and Tyler Joseph are 21 Pilots.
Correct.
Because they're talking about two separate people.
Right.
But they say 21 Pilots is because 21 Pilots is a band. It's one thing.
Yeah. And then I saw someone freaking out, and I think it was AI generated, so I'm not even sure it's real, but it got me thinking about this as well. Someone posted a screenshot that was supposedly Tyler's like bio line on Twitter, I think. And it says Tyler R. Joseph. And underneath it says 21 Pilot. And they're like, oh my God, the S is gone. They're breaking up. They're no more. And it's like, no, grammatically, that would be correct. He is a 21 Pilot in 21 Pilots, the singular group. He is one of the pilots in the group, technically speaking, if you're going to call them that.
Yeah, I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. I'm wondering if that was just an issue, like a typo, because I don't know if you would say that.
I just don't think it was real to begin with, but I mean,
yeah, I don't know if you would grammatically say that.
Wouldn't it be that?
I don't think so. No. Yeah, I mean, I just think I think maybe grammatically, yes, that's correct, but people wouldn't say it that way. Like, that's not how you would say it. Like, grammatically, you could say, I am the mom of my daughter. You know what I'm saying? But grammatically, yes, that's correct, but you would just say, I'm her mom. You know, like, you wouldn't say it like that, even though that's correct. So I think technically you could say that, but that's not how you would introduce yourself.
Yeah.
You would say, I'm the lead singer of 21 Pilots.
Yeah. If we're talking about our show, we would say Clickbait is Mr. and Mrs. Clickbait.
Yes.
But at the end of the show, we say we are Clickbait because all of you...
Because it's the we that we're discussing.
Are part of the Clickbait. So...
Yeah. Little grammar lesson.
Yeah, you know, figure out your grammar, folks, before you post things. And don't go like, oh my God, they're so dumb, they got it wrong.
Right.
Of course they didn't get it wrong. These guys are so smart.
Yeah. There's people checking stuff.
And the people behind the movie are smart. Like Mark's smart. The editors are smart. And they're not going to miss a little
something
detail
like that. Yeah. I do. I'm in a bunch of groups on Facebook for like different like book genres, like thriller books or romance books or whatever. And every now and then we'll get somebody posting a typo in a book. I'm like, look at this idiot. They did it wrong. And everyone's like, nope, that's right.
Nope, you're the idiot.
Like, nope, that's grammatically correct. So just do your research before you post stuff, especially on Facebook.
They are 21 Pilots. 21
Yes.
Pilots is.
Tyler, Joseph, and Josh Dun.
Yeah.
All right, next. There is a Lego Ideas stressed out house out there.
What's Lego Ideas?
So
What is
Lego
that?
Ideas, and I actually didn't know this, but you can go on to this, I don't know, part of the Lego interwebs and create your own Lego model of anything you want, basically.
Mm.
There's some way in a program you can build what you would like to see as a Lego, like a new Lego model, right? So, they've got like the new Stranger Things Lego set they've got out there. We had a bunch of Star Wars stuff when our son was super into Star Wars. And, they have all those sets, right? So you can go in and build, and basically like you're suggesting to like the Lego people an idea. Okay. But what this is in order to get to those people that'll look at it and say, hey, this is a good idea, you have to get supporters. Okay. So this person has gone into the Lego Ideas website and built the stressed out house. So Josh's house, childhood home. So on the front of it, it looks like the house, and it's got like the two Josh and Tyler Lego minifigures with their little bikes, little trikes out there. When you turn it around, it's got like a bunch of different rooms, and in each of the rooms, it's like a different music video or something that has to do with them. So they've got the scene in the music video where Tyler's singing from the microphone hanging from the ceiling with his hat on.
Yeah.
Then they've got like a self-titled room, and then there's like a heathens room, and then there's one that has like the piano and like a basketball to like kind of represent Tyler. So this thing has 8 minifigures and 2,000 pieces. And it's really cool. So far it has 3,189 supporters, and it needs 10,000 to get to the Lego people to decide if they're going to allow it to be created. Okay.
So it's like a Kickstarter, but in this case it would be
it's
a
Lego
Brickstarter.
Hey, boom.
Thank you very much.
So it was submitted to September 5th of 2025, and it has 428 days to make it to 5,000 supporters. And then from there, it will have another 128 days to make it to 10,000.
This seems too easy.
Well,
how are we not there already?
I don't know. So like when I first heard about this, it was a couple of days ago, and it was at maybe 1,800 people, and now it's at 3,189 as of this afternoon. So I don't know. But go on there. I'll post the link at some point.
Well, maybe our 14,000 listeners will put it over the edge.
Hey, there we go.
By the way, listener update up to 14,000.
Nice.
Way to go, guys.
That's really exciting.
Keep it climbing.
Is that like just listens in general, or
total downloads over the life of the show, this is episode 43. So we're less than a year old, and we have more than most privateer podcasts have over the course of their show lifetime.
Cool. I like it.
So,
hey, if we had one person listen to us, I'm happy. So,
well, we have 2 automatically because we re-listen and critique ourselves. So,
find one other person.
If we had 3, then we'd be cooking with gas.
One other person.
Yeah, it's good though. Thank you.
Well, speaking of more statistics, I guess, listening streams, if you will, Dragpath has surpassed Heathens and is now number 3 on the most streamed songs on Spotify.
Oh.
So, Anthony Fantano, as my friend on Instagram, Yazzie Janelle says, can sit on a throne of pins.
A throne of pins. That's a lot of pins.
Yes. Also, it has surpassed 20 million streams in 12 days, making it the number 2 song to do that. The Line did it in 11 days.
Wow.
So
maybe we should stop making albums and just releasing singles.
I know. Let's just do singles.
Because Heathens was before those 2.
Yeah. And I think number 6, Overcompensate, did it in 38 days, I think, was number 6 on the list.
Hey, by the way, happy 1-year anniversary to our beloved Overcompensate. It would have been
1 year or was it 2 years?
1 year. It would have been February.
Sure
2 years.
2 years. 2 years. Yeah.
It would have been February 29th, but that doesn't exist, of course. So,
of course.
I hope every 4 years they do like some big thing.
That'd be so fun.
They should, right? I mean, if you're going to release on leap year, you should do that. But
well, I'll tell you what it is, the 1 year anniversary.
Happy 2 years to Overcompensate.
Yes.
Game-changing song for this band.
So good. Yes, absolutely. And a fantastic opener. But it is the 1 year anniversary of our hockey game concert.
It is. The concert at the game.
The concert at the hockey game. That was super fun and super freezing. And yeah,
Yeah, I saw your post today that said we traveled 7 billion miles.
7 billion
it wasn't
miles.
quite that much,
No,
but it was a lot of
felt like
miles.
It really felt like
we
it.
drove literally for 8 minutes. I mean,
no, we didn't drive for 8 minutes.
Yeah.
We drove for the purpose of seeing 8 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, Jorge and myself like hockey, so it was sort of worth it. But
it was so cold that we couldn't even enjoy the hockey game.
And we loved the performance. I mean, it was fantastic.
So good, so good.
Yeah, it was cool. Recommend they do more of those things, like maybe the Super Bowl. No. I'm not going to get on that bandwagon. I'm here for that. But.
I mean, of course, if they ever get chosen, I'll be so ecstatic for them and so happy. But I'm not gonna get on that bandwagon.
Yeah, I hear you.
So let's stick with the statistics and stuff here with these numbers, because I want to tell you some really exciting news. More Than We Ever Imagined was number 4 in the domestic box office earnings for this week. It was so fun to go see the week's, box office statistics, and it was on the list on number 4. So that was very cool. It made over $4 million in only 833 theaters. Can we not with this stupid button? Thank you.
Listen, I am the button king, according to Marper.
But that one's annoying. I hate that button.
Well,
all right.
It's better than.
You're right. It is, but okay.
We can go back to that.
No.
The people want the button.
Okay, whatever. Anyway, to put it in perspective, the number 1 movie for this week was Scream 7, and that was in over 3,500 theaters.
Wow.
So.
And dominating the popcorn bucket market, I must say, because every theater I called.
Stupid popcorn buckets.
Do you have a popcorn bucket? No, but we have Scream. And I said, I don't care about Scream. I care about 21 Pilots.
Yeah.
Well, all we have is Scream. Okay, well, you sit on your pin.
Yeah.
You're no use to me, but.
No.
Why would you order that many popcorn buckets for that and not for this? I don't understand.
I don't think they had the choice. I think only some theaters got them, and it was only Cinemark. So even though AMC and Cinemark, I guess, are sister companies, the AMCs did not get them. We only have 2 Cinemarks in the New England area that we could drive to, and neither one of them got them. So that was kind of annoying. And I found somebody who was willing to sell me one at the regular price that it was, and then they ghosted me.
Yeah, I'm trying to broker a deal
sad about that.
for a trade, so we'll see. But
yeah, I'm pretty sad. But anyway, let's talk about the movie since we're on this topic. We got to see the movie on the 25th, so night before opening.
Mm-hmm. Promptly at 6:21
Promptly. It was literally exactly at 6:21 p.m.
I've been hearing some people saying that they got previews and some people saying that they didn't and they were expecting them.
Right.
And
I want to talk about that for a minute. Yeah. Let's discuss that for a second,
They stroll in and miss the start of the show, and it's like...
Who comes in the middle of I know they're previews, but like, that's so rude.
Yeah. The previews
dark.
are good, too.
People are just sitting there. Like, you don't need to be walking around. I'm wondering if that's what happened with some of the people that, like, some people came in like almost halfway through. I'm like, where were you? What were you doing?
You know what's caused this? And I kind of...
It's you have your own
seat. It's the reserved seat. Yeah. Before that, you had to show up.
You had to show up because you wanted to get a seat. Yeah.
It's like a GA movie. You had to show up. You had to wait in line.
Yeah.
All that stuff. I'm kind of glad we don't have to do that anymore, but it encourages...
I know, it is kind of nice.
Late arrivals.
Yeah.
And it encourages people with their stupid flashlight on looking for their seat number.
I know. It's really annoying. Or like, excuse me, walking all the way down the aisle.
Yeah.
And that's annoying and rude. So just get there on time, friends. Mm-hmm. Get there on time. But yeah, ours did not have previews. Ours was exactly at 6:21 p.m. It started. I was actually shocked because I was looking at my phone because I was going to do I had an idea for a post, which actually came to fruition, if you saw. So I was trying to record. I was really hoping I'd have the popcorn bucket in my lap, but that did not happen. Maybe I jinxed it by saying we had 4 popcorn buckets.
Yeah, you did.
I might have jinxed myself. But anyway, yeah. So we got to the movie theater. Ours had about 90-ish people in it.
Which I think for a sleepy suburb in Massachusetts, pretty good.
On a Friday. Yeah. Friday night at 6:30. Like, that's kind of a...
Oh, it was a Friday, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a Friday night at 6:30, which is a kind of a weird time to go to the movies, if you ask me.
I mean, if you're a loser like most of us are, it's perfect for a Friday night.
It's like right in the middle of dinner time. So
yeah, that's
you
true.
usually
that's
go
true.
like before and then have dinner. So you'd go like a little earlier.
Yeah.
Or you'd go a little bit later after you had dinner.
Mm-hmm.
So 6:21 was just kind of a weird time for me. But,
yeah, I get it.
But anyway, so I want to talk about the sound for a minute. somebody in one of the Facebook groups posted that they couldn't hear the audience in the sound, and that it was weird for them because when Tyler would stop singing and let the audience sing, she said crickets. I did not feel that. I don't know if maybe she saw like a regular release and we saw IMAX, so it was different. I did not feel that. I felt like I could hear the audience pretty well.
Wait a minute. Department of Corrections. It was a Wednesday, which is still a weird time for a movie, but 25th was a Wednesday.
Oh, it was a Wednesday.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, what? Friday? I don't think it was
Why
Friday.
I think it was Friday.
I don't know.
Weird, man. Oh my gosh, I'm so tired.
You know why it was after February break and after 2 snow days, so you were probably all mixed up.
I'm all mixed up.
Yeah. Anyway, it was a Wednesday. It's still a weird time. Your point still stands.
Wednesday, yes. Yeah. Oh, that's even worse. 90 people on a Wednesday. That's crazy.
People are still getting out of work.
Yeah.
And driving in traffic.
6:20. So anyway, so back to the sound. I actually really enjoyed being able to hear him sing for once. Because in the concert, so most of the concerts we go to, we are in the pit. And there's people around you scream singing. And so it's very hard to hear. The closer you are to the stage, the less you can hear the instruments because it's so loud. So I actually really enjoyed being able to hear him singing, being able to hear what the instruments sound like. I loved, there was different like stems and like backing vocals that I didn't even know existed because I've never been able to hear them. Because we're always so close that I just can't, all I can hear is people screaming and the bass and like, you know what I mean? So it was really cool to finally be able to hear all of that. I don't know. This lady made it sound like she was upset that it was different, but I actually really enjoyed it.
Here's my thoughts, if I may.
Okay.
I love live music because what I love about it is the little nuances that they change, like maybe the tempo a little bit or the inflection of the words. I don't love the sound quality. Live music can sound very good. It doesn't sound bad.
Right.
But like on an album, especially in your headphones, you're hearing all the layers. Everything's tuned and mastered and perfect. I feel like we got a little bit of that, but we got what I love about the live show because they were live versions of the songs. That's why I'm a sucker for a live album, because you can do all that mastering on the back end to enhance the quality of the audio.
Yeah.
But you get the live version of the song. So I loved all of that. And then I also like, my favorite part about seeing them live is luckily we've been so close that sometimes you can hear Tyler's voice not through the PA. Like you're close enough to hear it kind of like this, if that makes sense. You know what I mean? Where
Yeah.
If you're near him, you can hear it through his
actually hear
mouth
his voice. Yeah,
instead of through the
voice.
mic.
Yeah.
Which is cool. But I thought the sound quality was great. And then a lot of people pointed out and posted, like seeing Tyler that humongous and magnificent and Josh on the screen was really, really cool. Like if you had the opportunity to see IMAX, you felt like, and even our kids said, like you weren't just at the concert, it felt like you were in it.
So there was, at the end, when they did Trees, you could see at the bottom of the screen, everyone holding up their phone. And the way that the screen was and how big it was, I literally felt like it was people holding their phone up like in front of my face like they do at the concerts.
Yeah.
Like it totally felt like I was right in the middle of the pit there.
Which, by the way, Mark, kudos. What a shot. That's incredible.
Those were amazing. But again, so like that's perfect segue of what I wanted to say. Whoever they put on Josh did a phenomenal job. Perfect timing of like, I loved watching his foot hitting the pedal. You could see his hands moving and how he flipped the sticks every now and then. It was really cool to finally be able to see him because, again, when you're close, the stage is up high, so you don't really get to see. I mean, I'm short, so I can't see over it a lot of the time. They have that stupid camera that always pans in front of them that gets in the middle of me sometimes.
The rails right there,
which drives me nuts. So I can't see Josh behind his kit. I can barely see his face most of the time. So to be able to see him and like his expressions and when he plays, like that was so cool. It was really neat to be able to see that. So
you know who I credit for that?
What?
I credit Debbie. I think she got her vengeance. Remember that post with her and Jenna?
I actually just saw that the other morning.
Yeah, I think this time Debbie was on the headphones telling Mark,
back to Josh.
Put the shot on Josh for heck's sake. I want to see the feet. I want to see the muscles. I want to see the abs. I want to see the buns. Put it on Josh. I think she had a lot to do with that. Maybe she was an assistant director or something.
She was there, so.
Yeah, of course she was.
Yeah, so we only got to see a little tiny glimpse of her.
That post is
her
the
cute
best,
little
though.
bow in the back. I know, it was so funny. It was so cute. There was not the "Here we effing go" chant.
Well, there was.
No, hold on. Can I finish my statement for God's sake?
I just saw a post about this, so I'm angry, but yeah.
Anyway, I knew there wouldn't be because, again, it's not a rated R movie. And in order to have any cuss words in it, it has to have a different rating. So I knew it wouldn't be in there. I feel like they did a very good job of not making it so clear that it wasn't in there. What I want to say about that, though, is that there are some people that are upset about it. I hope you understand. It's for the rating. For those of you, I will say, I am not a fan of it. It's not my favorite thing in the world. I get why people do it. I get that the boys probably like it. For those of you that don't like it, this is not a reason to say, see, they don't like it. That is not what this is about. This is because of the rating. As much as I would love to be, see, they don't like it. Stop doing it. As much as I would love that, this is not that thing. So unfortunately for all of those of you that are trying to use this as a they don't like it example, unfortunately, I think they do. So we're just going to have to deal with it.
I had an opposite statement. The post that I saw was someone doing the opposite. See how much they like it? They made a point to focus on that kid that was saying it.
They didn't.
Even though you can't. I know. That's why I was angry. I'm like,
there was one kid you could see doing it. But to be honest with you, actually, I focused on the people because I wanted to see if they did it. And not a lot of people did. There was a few in the front that did, but not a lot.
It's a culture thing. I don't think think it's a thing. And even here in America, I feel it's more regional. All markets don't do it as loud as some of them do.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like in Columbus, I think it's huge, but I didn't hear it very strongly at some of the shows we went to in other markets. I don't think. Maybe I just wasn't listening, but I don't think it's definitely not global. So it makes sense that in Mexico it wasn't that pronounced. But I saw this ludicrous post that was doing the opposite of what you're saying. That camp is trying to say, look how much they love it. Mark zoomed in on it and held it on that guy, and you can read his lips. And it's like, all right. Maybe they did. I don't know. Who knows? Because of the people doing this, it has sparked the huge debate again. Every single time this gets brought up, that's not a word. Every single time this gets brought up, this is what happens. People are like, oh, here's all the examples of why they like it. Here's all the examples of why they don't like it, right? People always say, they've started it. They've started the chant before. And I've never been able to have one person show me proof that they've done that. And I finally got it. And I won't say that he started it in a way, but he didn't. He just said, here we, and then continued playing. So he wasn't like, I don't know, he didn't join, but he kind of started it, I guess. Oh, I thought you meant he started it, created it. No. Okay, I was going to say, that's absurd. No way. I think he was just kind of feeling it and knows that's where it is. And by he, I mean Tyler, by the way, started to kind of sing it, but he didn't join in. You can see he leans in. Finally, he leans in and leans over and leans into the audience let me hear it kind of thing. People get this idea that he absolutely loves it, and I don't know if that's the case. I don't think they hate it, but I don't think if people didn't do it, they'd get upset. You know what I'm saying? Well, after that interview, maybe he is an old sailor and he's living vicariously through us. Yeah, I don't know. Say it. Say the F. I want to hear it. I personally don't like it. I'm of that group. I'm not going to yell at you if you do it, and I'm not going to tell people to stop doing it because that's not going to happen. But yeah. So anyway, that's what I have to say about that. Our theater was boring. Yeah. It was boring. So quiet. I heard a couple people every now and then singing. There was a clapping part for Josh. I don't remember what he did, but everybody clapped for it. Oh, he was changing. I think he was changing. He took his shirt off. It was when he threw the shirt, I think, maybe. Maybe something like that. Yeah, when he took it off during Lavish. I don't know. So there was a couple little clapping, and there was a cute little baby they were making dance, which was adorable. I loved that. But for the most part, people were bouncing in their seats a little bit. You could see them kind of moving along with the music. No singing. Our daughter and I mouthed the words, but we didn't sing it out loud for fear of getting yelled at. But I had a dumb guy behind me that really ruined part of the movie for me.
So dumb guy, if you're our listener, I don't like you.
Yeah, you're dumb.
You're dumb. He kept putting his foot or his knee like against my chair so that when I would like bounce like to the music, it would like hit him.
Well, yeah, let me set the scene
and
a
like
little
was
bit.
like trying to stop my seat from moving.
At our
basically.
IMAX theater, they don't have the full recliners like a lot of theaters
it's just
have
like
now.
a bouncy like.
It's kind of like you can lean.
Yeah, you can like
you
like
can
an
lean
office
with
chair.
it, and you can rock with it.
You can rock with it.
But
he wanted me to stop with it.
He did want you to stop with it.
I wasn't like going bananas or anything. I wasn't like crazy. I mean, I was going with the recline of my chair. It wasn't like overly reclining or anything.
You were just bopping. You're having a bop.
I was basically like bouncing with the beat of the drums, basically. As I was singing
treating
and moving
that theater
and dancing.
on a Wednesday night like it was a theater on a Friday night.
Sure.
Clearly.
Yeah. But I wasn't the only one. The person in front of me was doing the same thing. You were
next
doing
to you.
my daughter was doing it next to me.
Yeah. It
so
was
we were
a
all
bop.
doing
it's a
it.
concert.
We were bouncing. But he did not like it. He just kept putting his foot or his knee up against me so I couldn't move and
he is
driving me nuts. So I just like overly bounced a couple of times, like really hit him hard.
Oh, Mr. Not Believer.
No, it was terrible.
What a bummer.
And I already talked about the no popcorn buckets. I felt so bad because I went up to the guy and I was like, hey, did you guys get any of the 21 Pilots popcorn buckets? And he's like, any of the what?
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, there were supposed to be popcorn buckets with the movie. He's like, no, we didn't get any of those. And I was like, oh, sorry.
The look on all the theater workers' faces with people coming in with black hands and tape, and they're like, what is happening? We're being invaded.
I don't think so. Like the guy at the front was like, oh, yeah, you're Theater 13. Like he totally knew where we were.
Oh, yeah, for sure. But like,
super nice.
if you're not into that, it's got to be a little bit of a, what's happening? Who are these people?
Yeah, I guess so.
You know?
Afterwards, everybody was like, love your shirt. Oh, we really like your style. Like people were super nice. I loved it. I could not believe the amount of old people. Like there was a group of 3, probably like in their 60s.
Yeah.
People. And I wanted to go up and ask them, like, did you accidentally come see this?
Well, those are the people last episode we were talking about that thought it was like a military.
No, well, that's what I was going to say.
thing.
So like, I wanted to go up to them and say, did you accidentally like wander into this theater or think this was something different? But then one of the ladies came out of the bathroom and she had a t-shirt on.
Yeah.
And I was like, yes, old lady.
Mm-hmm.
So good. The baby that I was talking about that was dancing, I was talking to the parents and they had taken her to a show. And they said she fell asleep halfway through the show, but she loved it. And so cute.
Well, think about it. Let's do a little I don't know, deep dive real quick.
Oh gosh.
Most of the fan base seems to be around, I don't know, 25, 30. So they're 15-ish when they came out, became a band. If you're a parent and you're in your high school formative years, you'd probably be now approaching that 60-year-old age. And like, we're into our kids' music a little bit.
Sure.
So I can see that.
All right.
Like if your kids were heavily into it and you were supporting them, you know.
Sure.
Yeah. So it makes sense that we're starting to see older people, but I love it because we kind of became fans,
awesome. Yeah.
big fans at an older age. So it's nice to see some like-minded people out there. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. I am going to do a kind of, this is sort of a lore deep dive. So we're going to do like a mini lore deep dive, a shallow dive, if you will.
Okay. Let me see if I can do this.
All right. No.
The first one.
That's the full dive. Anyway, so we're just going to like shallowly dip our toes in this wading pool of lore here. It's not necessarily lore, if you will. But it is the history of the band. So I would call that lore. But I wanted to do this last week, but our kind of talk about Innings Festival went a little long, so I didn't get a chance. But I was thinking about all the covers they've done because Stolen Dance was the first time I had gotten to see a cover of theirs. Plus, we also got Seven Nation Army.
Yes.
So I kind of was thinking about all the other covers that they've done. And I looked it up. And I know for sure, for a fact, that we might be missing a couple of them here and there. But I did like a whole internet like research and try to find every cover that I could of theirs. So I'm just going to kind of go through and just do a quick little recap of some of the covers they've done. Some of them were surprising. I didn't know they did them. So it's kind of cool.
Let's hear it.
So of course we know Tyler did Can't Help Falling in Love by Elvis, right? He played that regularly live for a while, and they also have the video on YouTube of him doing that cover. Summertime Sadness is my favorite of their covers, Lana Del Rey. He did Jar of Hearts by Christina Perri, Iris by the Goo Goo Dolls, which was also phenomenal. Don't Look Back into Anger by Oasis. These are all mostly festivals that they've done this in. I did not know they did Hey Jude by the Beatles, which I'm kind of bummed that I have not seen yet. Mad World. Did you know they did Mad World?
No.
I had no idea. So that's cool.
That would be great.
We do know on that radio show they did kind of like a mashup of Get Lucky and Safe and Sound by Daft Punk and Capital Cities. They did Jump Around by House of Pain, which I have seen them do on a video. Another Beatles cover, Twist and Shout. Betty and the Jets, You Got to See.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, perfect.
Oh, so good.
So perfect.
So good.
No Woman, No Cry by Bob Marley. They've done Build Me Up Buttercup. I guess that was like part of their shows for a while.
Yeah, I think it was part of the campfire scene.
Possibly.
Maybe.
I don't know, but they did that. I do know about I'm Not Okay, I Promise by My Chemical Romance.
I just thought of another one. I don't know if you're going to get to it.
Well, let me
finish.
Let me finish, and then if I didn't get to it. Love, 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 his rendition of Nine Crimes by Damien Rice. So good. E.T. by Katy Perry, Wonderball by Oasis, Brown Eyed Girl by Van Morrison, Time to Say Goodbye. Is that part of the Time to Say Goodbye song that they do? Do they like interlope it? I didn't know I didn't know they actually like cover in quotes it.
I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
They have used the Halo theme song and then Stranger Things theme in part of their music. That was interloped into their songs. Love Yourself by Justin Bieber.
Yeah.
Cancer, Obvi.
Yeah.
Seven Nation Army, obviously. 24 by Switchfoot, he has covered. This one was really interesting because we will never see this on any video. He did Bad Girls by MIA during the MTV Unplugged, but because it was a no phone event, they cut it because they couldn't get the rights to show it, and we'll never see it.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
I had no idea that was a thing, but somebody in one of the Reddit posts that I saw said, oh, they covered this during Unplugged and I was there, but it was a no-show event and nobody has it, and they were not able to get the rights to play it. So they had to cut it from the recording.
Nice.
Which is cool. And then they did do Yellow by Coldplay. Did I say the thing that you were going to say?
No, you didn't.
I didn't. What was
There is a cover out there of My Girl, but instead of My Girl, it is Josh Dunn.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
I did know that
Josh
one.
Dunn.
So like I said, I'm sure there's a few in there that I've missed.
And I'm pretty sure that was done at the campfire scene during Takeover.
This list that I compiled took me probably, 5 hours of work I was supposed to be doing to like go down all of these little subreddits and rabbit holes and TikTok posts and all these crazy things to try to figure out what songs that they've covered. So if I missed any, please let me know. Yeah, so it was like a quick little lore deep dive of the covers.
I feel like they've done a Jason Mraz here and there too.
I don't know, yeah.
Because obviously the Ukulele Connection, but...
oh, that's a good band name, Ukulele Connection.
Yeah, it is. Or a store, yeah.
I like it, yeah.
All right, that was good.
So it was a little tiny mini lore deep dive. Now I'm gonna do my song deep dive.
And listen, I gotta say real quick, a lot of times bands do covers as kind of a cop out because they don't have a catalog but obviously we have a full catalog from them. I like it. I think it pays homage, and I think it's I like their little spin on it.
Let me say something about 21 Pilots and when they do a cover. And we kind of already talked about this last week when we talked about the Stolen Dance cover. They don't just like, okay, now we're just going to cover a song. They weave it and mash it up with their own song and make it this like completely new thing. And that's what I love about the covers that I've seen them do. Not live, obviously. I've only seen the one live. Well, two technically live. Of course, Seven Nation Army is different because they had to do just the cover of that for the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. So they couldn't put their own song in it, but they still put their own twist on it, which I love. So, it's like you said, they're not just covering someone's song as a cop out. It's a tribute to the band. they're adding it to their own sound and making it something new. And that's what I love about them. So, yeah.
All right. It is time.
It's time.
Are you ready for the world's deepest, wettest dive of all time?
I don't think so.
The song.
All right.
Deep dive of Oh Misbeliever, My Pretty Sleeper. And I gotta say, if you would let me post it and we did face reveals, you were Misbeliever after the night of Innings Festival. The most beautiful sleep I've ever seen. If I could paint a picture for you guys, just head to the side, Mrs. Clickbait's perfectly beautiful face, hands crossed over her chest, almost holding her heart in a way like just feeling so much love and content, and the slightest little smile on her face.
It was truly at peace.
And I just looked over and I was like, I wish this was for me and the tremendous weekend we had.
Of course it was.
But it's absolutely for that incredible show we just saw.
No, it's because we had a wonderful weekend together without the kids.
I can't see myself when I'm sleeping, but I'd like to think that I was sleeping the same. But I doubt it.
You did sleep peacefully that night.
But you were definitely my pretty sleeper that night.
Well, so, thank you, darling.
Let's get into it.
Well,
I'm excited.
We are going to do Oh Misbeliever, and it was requested by Eva on Instagram, the one who did our amazing stickers for us that we had to pass out, which I still need to get to. Sorry, Eva. I will get them to you, I promise.
Yeah, and 1 second. I'm really sorry to interrupt. No listener shout outs this week again because I can't talk, and I have most of them. So
yeah.
We have some. They're building up. We'll get to them next week. Hopefully, if my voice is better.
Yes.
But all of you please keep commenting. Don't give up on us. Don't give up on me. We will do it. Okay. I promise.
You do feel like garbage.
I do.
So, anyway, yeah. So she actually asked me if I would do a deep dive on this song, and it was perfect because I have been trying to listen to them on Spotify because gosh darn it, I'm going to have a Spotify Wrapped this year if it kills me. So, I normally don't listen to Spotify. I'm an Apple Music person. They do a Wrapped, but it's not as cool as Spotify. So I really wanted one this year. So I've been like, while I'm at work, I just put it on in the background as I'm working. And they have their own playlist on Spotify that's sponsored by the band. And so some of these songs are on there. And so I've been listening to this one, and I don't normally go with the self-titled songs just because it's not really my cup of tea. But this one I've really started to enjoy lately. And when it comes on, I turn it up a little bit more and just really listen to it. So when she asked me, I was like, you know what? Yes, I actually will do this one because it's starting to really become one of my favorites. So yeah, that was kind of my quick little story behind that. So the song was released December 29th of 2009. It's my dad's birthday, by the way. And it's part of their self-titled album. And it was the 8th track on the album. It comes, I think, after Johnny Boy and before Isle of Flightless Birds, maybe? I didn't put that down.
Do you want me to
should have done that. No, but I think that's true. Okay. I know it's after Johnny Boy.
Okay.
But I don't remember what it's before.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was first played live January 16th of 2010 at their Newport Music Hall in Columbus, which they've said kind of felt like their first real big show. And then it was for the very last time played on May 7th of 2011 at the Venue 42 in Lebanon, Ohio. So that's kind of interesting, I thought. So in a nutshell, the song is about a person who's basically struggling with their insecurities, their self-doubt, and kind of a lack of belief in herself. And the reason I say herself is because it's misbeliever. So I'm going to say her because I'm assuming that's what the gender is. I really love the play on words with misbelieve and misbeliever.
Yeah, genius.
I think that's just fantastic and I love it. Basically in the song, Tyler is offering to help her through her mental struggles. And the best part of this song is that everything has a double metaphor. It's got like a double meaning to it, which I think is just genius. I love the way he writes. So let's just get into it. Yeah. It's actually a really short song. It's, over 3 minutes in play, but it's not a lot of words, like not a lot of lyrics. So the first verse kind of introduces us to Misbeliever, right? It's telling us that her mind is mixed up like snow on the road or on the rooftops. And it just snow can be beautiful, right? We've talked about this. Right now, it looks really ugly outside because it's melting and it's got dirt all over it. But when it first falls down, it's really beautiful. And outside, it's so quiet and peaceful. So when it's snowing, it's actually kind of magical, right?
Yeah.
But it's also really cold and icy and dangerous, you know? So it's kind of this weird, I don't know. It's kind of this weird thing. Like we've talked about, winter can be cold and dead, but it can also be full of hope, and it can also be really beautiful. And the holidays are there, so it's happy, but it's also dead, you know? So it's like it's kind of this weird mashup of beautiful, but also scary and dangerous, right? So also, like, when you think about it, piling up on a rooftop, right? That's not good. It can actually get to be too much snow, right? On your rooftop. So he's trying basically to tell her that he wants to help her before those thoughts become too much. So before the snow on the road or the snow on the rooftop of her mind is too much for her. Okay. So he talks about her shaking shoulders. And this is another one of those like double metaphors, because you shake when it's cold, right? When it's cold, you're shivering, but your shoulders also shake when you cry. So it's like an emotional thing, but also a physical thing. So physically, she might be shaking because it's freezing outside, but emotionally, she's shaking because she's crying inside, right? And he's telling her that, like, when he says that, like, you're shaking shoulders, he says your shaking shoulders prove that it's colder inside your head than the winter of dead. He's just saying, I see you. I see you shaking. I know that it's cold outside, but it's also cold inside. So one of my favorite lines of the song comes in when he says, I will tell you I love you, but the muffs on your ears will cater your fears. And I think you need to hear this one. He's basically saying, like, he can tell her all of these nice things. He can say, I love you, like, till he's blue in the face. But the insecurities that she's, like, experiencing won't let her truly hear what he's trying to say. So just like you're wearing earmuffs to keep your ears warm, it kind of blocks out the sound too, right? But she's also wearing like emotional earmuffs where all these insecurities inside are telling her that what he's saying is not true. So she can't believe him. She's a misbeliever. She can't believe what he's saying to her because she doesn't believe it. Okay. He says that his nose and feet are running. So again, it's cold. So your nose runs, right? But he's also saying that his feet are running as they start to travel through the snow. He's telling her he's ready to do this with her. There's no hesitation on his part. He says we're going to do it together. So he's saying he's running. He's not slowing down. He's not hesitating to be with her. He's saying we're going to do this, and I'm like going head on, right? Like, I'm here.
Yeah, and if the snow is a metaphor for your feelings and your mind and everything that's going on, your nose also runs when you cry.
Sure. Yeah, absolutely.
And he says, as we start to run through the snow, run through your mind. Maybe it's sad a little bit.
Sure. The lines when he says we get colder. Hold on. I just lost it. There we go. He says we get colder as we grow older. We will walk so much slower. First of all, he's saying that literally as we get older, things are going to get harder. Like, they're not going to be easier. We're going to have other obstacles that are thrown in our way. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be able to travel as quickly through this snow, in quotes. But I think he's just trying to say that we're going to walk slower through it, either because I'm pulling you along, trying to get you to come with me, or, you know what, have you ever like walked with somebody where you've like linked your arms with them and now you're walking like side by side? You obviously go slower because you're trying to match your steps with them, right? So I think he's saying, like, literally, we're going to do this together. We're either going to be linking our arms together and walking, or I'm going to be dragging you through this, but we're going to get through it. It might be slower, but we're going to do it together.
Yeah. And I also think that the mixing that with because we're older and we're colder, we've been through it. Like, it's okay to take it a little slower now. Like, let's really figure it out because we're battle tested.
Yeah.
We've done this for so long now that we don't have to try to race through it to protect ourselves.
Yeah, absolutely. So, I mean, that was really short because the song is very short. But there's a couple things I wanted to mention here. The winter theme, I think, is really great for the song because of the idea that cold and isolation is winter, right? But there's also a beauty to it, like I've already said. And I think like they have like a little jingle bells sound in the back. Have you know what I'm talking about? It's like a little jingle kind of noise to it. I don't know if they did it on purpose, but I think it's really cool because to me, it's that like representation of the holidays and that magic sound. Mm-hmm. I don't know if you remember when you were a kid and you were like watching a television show or reading a book and it would like make you turn the page and the little jingle sound.
Well, that's another button we need.
Little jingle.
I think, yeah.
It was like that magic, like, oh, the page is turning, like the story is going to continue. So it's just that like magical twinkle sound in the back. That's just like that little holiday hope that you get in the wintertime. So I think that was, I don't know, it's just, I don't know if they did that on purpose, but that's what I take from it.
Yeah.
Another thing I want to mention is I absolutely love that Tyler holds the note on older and slower, like showing you we're literally going slower. The music is literally slowing down.
Yeah, he's so good at that.
But you can actually feel that emotion when he says those two words. And because I think those two words are the ones he really wants her to hear. Yes, we're going to get older and we're going to go slower, but we're going to be together. Kind of a thing.
Yeah. I love how he reuses his tricks too, like in Raw Fear, saying never slowing down as the song gets faster.
Right.
It's same thing, same concept here. Like he keeps all that in his mind, Rolodex, and I'm going to pull this out again.
Yeah.
And see if people put it together.
Like he doesn't just put the songs to music. Like it's, they mean something.
It's
every word,
whole different level of creation.
Placement of punctuation, which I'm going to get to right now, means something. So I want to talk about Misbeliever for a minute. He chose to say, oh, capital M, lowercase s, period, believer. That usually indicates to someone either you are unmarried or you are divorced. It's Miss or Ms., right? And I know it's not Ms. Believer, but when you're writing that out like that, that's what it means. And I don't know if this was on purpose. I don't know if he didn't say Miss, M-I-S-S, because he didn't want it so obvious that it was Misbeliever. If you really wanted us to think a little bit more, I don't know. But my brain immediately went to the idea that this person has been through something. They have been hurt by love before. Either they're already divorced or they're still not married, even though, they're older because they're in a relationship. So they must be a little bit older at least, right? They've been through relationships. They've been through, something that either caused them to not be in a relationship. Something like that tells me that they're not attached at the moment. So either the person in the song is getting them to try to believe in love again or take that first step to be in love for the first time. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. If you're married, it hopefully you're already in love.
Yeah.
I would hope for you and for your spouse's sake.
Yeah. That's the idea. That's how it works.
That was what my brain immediately did. I might be completely looking into it like way too far. And again, when I finally get a chance to sit down and talk to Tyler, he's gonna be like, no, you're totally wrong. That's stupid.
Of course. Well, he'll probably say that anyway, just to mess with us. But
right. But that is what my brain went to immediately, was that this person's been through it or isn't ready to take the step yet and is being like coerced in a way. Like they're saying, we can do this.
Yeah.
So that's kind of what my thought was. Like, why didn't they do MISS instead of MS period? Now, as we always do on the show, I want to talk about the faith aspect of this because I took it as a relationship, right? I hear it as the narrator of the song, we'll say Tyler because he's the one singing it, is talking to a woman that he loves because he says, I will tell you I love you, right? But you can also see it as God talking to us as a misbeliever. Like, you don't believe in me right now, but I'm going to help you see all these things. You might be doubting your faith. You might be doubting that you want to be a part of this thing that I'm trying to show you. But together, we're going to get through this winter. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
And as you get older, you don't have that same like blind faith as a kid where you just run face forward and I totally believe, right? So yeah, you are going to get a little slower. You're going to start to question more as you get older. And things are going to go slower. But God's still going to be there for you.
Yeah. And
So.
I think that you didn't cover the last verse's lyrics. You're not going to, are you?
What are we talking about?
Well, they're different here was what you typed in the first stanza.
I kind of stuck them together. I said I talked about the snow on the rooftops and the snow on the road. I like kind of mashed them.
Did I miss something?
Basically the same.
Okay, well, what I'm seeing, hopefully I'm not repeating something
No,
here
go
that I
ahead.
missed. What I'm seeing is that, especially with your faith example, in the beginning stanza, you're saying like what you just said. Yeah, we believe, we're going through it and it's easier. I kind of see this as the snow on the rooftops coming from the sky. It says, my pretty weeper instead of sleeper.
Sure.
So someone's crying. The snow coming from the sky and landing on the rooftops, maybe God's tears or your problems, things falling down. And then it says, take my hand, we're in a foreign land. We're in heaven now. I don't know what this is.
Oh.
And I need your guidance. Hold my hand as we travel through the snow, which is everything that's fallen down, all the sins, all the problems, all the problems of my life that are just sitting on the rooftops. But now I'm in this elevated position.
Okay.
I also see like rooftops as being elevated from the road. Like we travel to the road and the rooftops are higher. Does that make sense? Obviously. Yeah. So that also works with like the older, it shows progression of height.
Yeah,
kind of like At the Risk of Feeling Dumb, where wasn't that originally titled, or the video was the different progressions of height or something like that?
I don't remember. Yeah.
I think that's what they said in the release. So I think that metaphor of progression means something. I don't know what.
Sure.
Please tell us, Tyler. But yeah.
Absolutely. Sure.
Beautifully done.
That is my
I love that.
deep
I've
dive
never really
misbelieve.
I never really listened to that song, and I need things like this for the songs I don't really listen to, so now I can listen to it with meaning.
I actually really enjoy doing these deep dives because I sing the songs all day and I know the words, but sometimes I don't ever really stop and really think about what they're saying. Like when we were hearing him do, what is it? Is it One Way when he says the run-on sentence?
No, Center Mass.
Center Mass. When he says that, I know that's the words because that's what I sing every time. But for some reason, in that one spot in the show, I was like, oh.
Yeah.
Like it just totally clicked for a minute.
Yeah.
So I like doing these because it really makes me focus on the words and like realize what he's trying to say in some of those parts. So.
Yeah, one of our Spot a Sploosh listeners from when we did Tally a couple episodes ago said the same thing. Like, oh, I listen to this differently now, which was felt great about because I took a different spin on I think what people probably think that means. So.
Right.
Well, excellent job.
Thank you.
That was very nice. Very well done for our pretty podcaster. Pretty podmate.
Well, thank you
Mrs.
for
Clickbait.
Suffering through with your voice. I'm sure it hurts really bad.
No, it's okay. Listen, I hope it wasn't too grating on the ears, everyone. But I wanted to say something as Mr. Clickbait, Mr. Dad here.
Okay.
There's a lot of weird stuff going on in the world right now, so we need each other more than ever.
Yeah.
The Click, stay together, listen to our show. It's a break from the world. We're not going to talk about that stuff. We keep it positive. We keep it about the music. Let's try to just focus on that right now because we are a global show, a global audience. So some of our listeners might be going through it, in some of those areas right now. So be careful, be safe, and listen to the show for a little break. Hopefully a laugh or two. And we are Clickbait, and so are you.
Stay alive, friends.
Show.